If heaven had a harbor, it would look like Geiranger Fjord. Carved by glaciers and blessed by time, Geiranger Fjord is Norway's most iconic natural wonder. Towering cliffs drop into mirror-like waters, while waterfalls like seven sisters tumble down in silken strands. The fjord glows in every season, from lush green summers to snow-draped winters. Kayaking here feels like floating through a living postcard. Cruise ships drift silently between the cliffs, offering breathtaking views at every turn. It's a place that quiets your soul and fires up your camera. UNESCO protected, this fjord is more than scenic, it's sacred. Nature doesn't just show off here, it tells a story. When the sky dances, it does so in Tromsø. High above the Arctic Circle, Tromsø is where winter comes alive with magic. From late September to April, the aurora borealis sweeps across the sky in waves of green, purple, and gold. But even in daylight, Tromsø stuns with snow-covered peaks and icy fjords. Visit the Arctic Cathedral or ride the cable car up Mount Storsteinen for panoramic Arctic views. In summer, the midnight sun paints the sky in orange hues, refusing to set. Dog sledding, reindeer safaris, and warm Sami hospitality make every moment unforgettable. In Tromsø, the sky isn't the limit, it's the show. They look too perfect to be real. Welcome to the Lofoten Islands. With jagged peaks plunging into crystal waters, the Lofoten Islands are Norway's wild masterpiece. Villages like Rein and Henningsvær sit peacefully along the shore, wrapped in silence and sea mist. Bright red cabins called rorbuer line the coast like toy houses. Whether you're hiking, kayaking, or just sipping coffee under the midnight sun, every scene is photo-worthy. Visit Kvalvika Beach for white sands and epic mountain views. Even surfers ride Arctic waves here. Lofoten is not just scenic, it's surreal. Rain or shine, Bergen's beauty never takes a day off. Tucked between mountains and sea, Bergen is a charming blend of history and natural splendor. Walk through Bryggen, the old wharf with rainbow-colored wooden houses from the Hanseatic era. Take the Floybanen funicular to the top of Mount Floyen for a sweeping city view. Art galleries, seafood markets, and narrow cobbled alleys invite exploration. It's the ideal base for exploring nearby fjords, like Hardanger Fjord and Sognefjord. Bergen embraces the rain, and so should you. It's not gloomy, it's poetic. In Oslo, nature and modern design shake hands. Norway's capital is a city of contrasts, where forest trails meet high fashion. Explore Vigeland Sculpture Park, home to 200 expressive stone statues. Climb the slanted roof of the Oslo Opera House for panoramic harbor views. Wander through Aker Brygge, a chic waterfront filled with restaurants and art. Museums like the Munch Museum and Fram Museum bring history and creativity alive. Oslo is also a gateway to outdoor escapes with hiking, boating, and skiing just minutes away. It's the capital city that feels like a weekend getaway. If you're afraid of heights, this might cure you, or challenge you. Also known as Pulpit Rock, Preikestolen towers 604 meters above Lysefjord, offering one of the most jaw-dropping views in the world. Reaching the top takes a 4-kilometer hike through forests, stone paths, and steep climbs. But the reward? A flat-topped cliff with an unmatched view of nature's raw power. On clear days, the fjord stretches endlessly below like a painting. It's one of Norway's most popular and photogenic hiking destinations. When you stand on Preikestolen, you're not just on a cliff, you're on top of awe itself.
A city that turned heartbreak into hope. Hiroshima is a powerful reminder of peace and resilience. Walk through the Peace Memorial Park, where the atomic bomb dome still stands. Visit the Peace Museum to reflect on history. Then take a short
ferry to Miyajima Island, home to the stunning floating torii gate of Itsukushima Shrine. Deer roam the island, and maple treats await. Hiroshima teaches that From ashes, beauty can rise.
Atomic bomb dome still stands. Visit the Peace Museum to reflect on history.
Imagine waking up in a painting. That's Ålesund. After a massive fire in 1904, Ålesund was rebuilt in stunning Art Nouveau style. The result? A city of curves, towers, and colorful buildings with ocean views on every street. Climb Axla, viewpoint for the ultimate panorama of the city stretching into the Atlantic. Walk the charming harbor and explore the Atlantic Sea Park, one of Northern Europe's largest aquariums. With nearby fjords and islands, Ålesund is a hub for adventure and elegance. Its beauty born from ashes, and now it shines brighter than ever. Where streets are made of water and every turn is a postcard. Venice is like stepping into a living painting. Gondolas glide through the Grand Canal, passing ancient palazzos and under romantic bridges. The iconic Rialto Bridge offers stunning views and local charm. St. Mark's Square is always alive, surrounded by majestic architecture like the Basilica and Doge's Palace. Explore the colorful island of Burano, famous for its lace and rainbow homes. In Venice, even getting lost feels magical. It's not just a city, it's a floating masterpiece. One city, thousands of years, and 1,000 reasons to fall in love. Rome is a living museum where ancient ruins meet modern rhythm. Walk through time at the Colosseum, where gladiators once fought for glory. Marvel at the Pantheon's perfect dome, still standing after 2 millennia. Toss a coin into Trevi Fountain for luck and love. Stroll the romantic lanes of Trastevere, or stand in awe at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. From espresso to ruins, Rome reminds us that beauty is eternal. Where the land tumbles into the sea in the most spectacular way. The Amalfi Coast is a stretch of raw coastal beauty draped in luxury. Positano clings to cliffs like a colorful mosaic. Amalfi offers charming streets, lemon groves, and seaside views. Drive along the winding road to Ravello, where Villa Simbroni's terrace shows heaven on earth. Sip limoncello with ocean air at your side. Every village feels like a hidden gem. It's not just a coast, it's a love letter written by nature. Art, architecture, and soul. Florence speaks in beauty. Florence is a timeless treasure chest of culture. Gaze upon Michelangelo's David at the Accademia and admire the grandeur of Florence Cathedral with its red-tiled dome. Cross the Ponte Vecchio, lined with jewelers and goldsmiths. Visit the Uffizi Gallery, where masterpieces by Botticelli and Da Vinci still breathe. Wander the cobbled streets as church bells echo through the air. Every inch of Florence is soaked in genius. 5 villages, 1 unforgettable coastline. Cinque Terre is Italy's rainbow-striped secret. Each village, Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Riomaggiore, sits like a jewel on cliffs above the Ligurian Sea. Hike the Sentiero Azzurro, trail for breathtaking views between them. Sunsets over the pastel buildings feel surreal, especially from Manarola's harbor. Boats bob in coves, vines grow on steep terraces, and life moves in slow, colorful rhythms. This isn't just scenery, it's serenity on display. Where style walks the streets and history watches from the walls. Milan blends elegance and innovation like no other. Admire the Gothic masterpiece Duomo di Milano with its white spires piercing the sky. Catch a glimpse of Da Vinci's Last Supper at Santa Maria delle Grazie. Shop the world's top designers at the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Visit Sforza Castle or explore the cutting-edge district of Porta Nuova. In Milan, art, business, and fashion collide in dazzling harmony. It's not just trendy, it's timeless. In Tuscany, every road leads to a view worth framing. Tuscany is the soul of Italy's countryside. Rolling vineyards, sunflower fields, and quiet hilltop towns. Sip Chianti under the Tuscan sun, or explore Siena's medieval streets. San Gimignano's towers rise like stone giants in the sky. Visit thermal springs in Saturnia or marvel at the art in Pisa beyond its famous Leaning Tower. From olive groves to family-run trattorias, Tuscany is warm, romantic, and rich with soul. When luxury meets nature, it looks like Lake Como. Framed by the Alps, Lake Como is a mirror of luxury and serenity. Explore the charming town of Bellagio, where cobbled lanes lead to gardens and grand villas. Cruise the lake by boat, passing. Villa del Balbianello, famous from James Bond films, Varenna and Tromsø offer peaceful beauty and lakeside cafes. With its dreamy scenery and celebrity hideaways, Lake Como whispers elegance in every ripple.